have a laser clinic. I started out with another system, and an owner of the Quantum Wave, she introduced me to this, so I've added it to my other system. My current system that I first had, it cost me $50,000. So when I first was introduced to the Quantum Wave, of course I didn't want it to work. But after about a month of using it, my patients began to get better, faster, and as far as myself, I was calmer. I just stayed on a more even keel all the time. I didn't have highs and lows.
Oh, I've seen phenomenal results with the product. I work with children who are developmentally impaired, language impaired. I use the product to unwind their little systems and their big systems if they're adults, and see them be able to process information better, quicker, and become independent learners.
Some years ago, I got very interested in the cold laser because it helped me with my conditions and low back pain and other things. And I was going to go back to school, and one of the doctors that I know said, you really should think about going to massage school to get a license so you can work on people, because at medical school they're not going to teach you laser therapy. So I took a serious look at it and changed careers and went into laser therapy with massage. I've used a number of other lasers that cost $10,000 to $15,000, and they didn't have the capability with the violet and infrared and red laser combinations. So I was very excited, one, to find that combination, secondly, to find something that was over-the-counter legal and that I could get in the hands of my patients and teach other massage therapists how to use laser with their treatments.
Well, I have a wellness practice in Lakewood, Colorado, and so I'm already working with energy, but I really wanted something that could give me the coherent light that a laser presents. And I had some extensive surgery done, and I was worried about developing adhesions because that can cause a lot of pain long term. And only a few weeks later, I found out about the laser, and so I got one, and I used it almost exclusively for about a month. I ran it 3 or 4 times a day right over the surgery area, and I'm happy that I didn't get any adhesions at all, and the surgery healed up really quickly and really well. Once I started using it on myself, I started to realize all the potential, and I now use it on all my clients.
When I first met Paul and Lily at an expo selling lasers, I received the treatment and it was magic. And I trusted my gut feeling initially. And the price was a lot, I admit. Thousands of dollars on this kind of thing. I've never spent that much money on a device. And yet I knew intuitively right away that it was the real deal. And once I got my laser, everyone that I worked with started receiving the benefits immediately, so there's so much patient data that indicates that this stuff really works.
I'm a practitioner and I've had lasers, and I'm very much into light therapy. The other laser that I have, you have to be really careful with where you use it. Even though it's supposed to be one of the safest ones on the market, you still have to be careful around the face and the eyes. This one, you know, the safety features are excellent with it, but you also just are so comfortable with it. You don't have to worry about it. I have used the laser on my face, and I also do treatments on my clients, and it has helped the skin so immensely. It has refined the pores. It has aided the muscles in pulling up and, you know, keeping the sagging at a minimum, and that's the only laser I use on the face for myself or my clients.
You know, when I first got exposed to the laser, I have used other more expensive lasers, and so I knew what laser therapy could do. We've been working with a stroke patient, an elderly man that had a stroke about 25 years ago, so most of his adult life has been paralysis. He's had issues with paralysis on the left side. And we got some results with chiropractic and deep tissue work, but he still had to use a cane and didn't have full heel strike or balance on the left side. Started using the laser. I think he only had 3 sessions with us that were only 15 minutes long. And he's got full heel strike now. His balance is almost back to normal. And he doesn't use his cane except just very little. We also used Stillpoint, the breathing, trying to get him into a different state of being, and I think that was also a big, profound piece for him.
And my most spectacular thing I've used them on is I raise Yorkies. I have some Yorkies that have gotten milk fever, which is eclampsia. And what that does, the body takes calcium out of the soft tissue and it locks that tissue up, which goes to the muscle first before the bone. And my dogs, when they got milk fever, their back legs locked up just like a board or a solid bone. And I mean, I tried to move it, I couldn't move it. I used my laser over the dog on the neuromuscular program, ran it over their hips, their back, their legs, and then I also would set it on them and then take and move their leg with my hand and slowly could get that leg to move from being totally 100% locked up to an actual moving joint and leg and muscle, and it was awesome. Works great.
Anything I believe in, I share. I am a practitioner, so I work with people, and I'm definitely going to be using it in my practice to help people with their health problems. And I've suffered from TMJ for 30 years. And as he said in the seminar yesterday, TMJ and adrenal problems are totally related. So I did a treatment on my muscles in my neck that control the TMJ and the facial muscles and with the probes, and I felt such a difference the next morning, because when you have TMJ, usually when you wake up in the morning is the worst time. And I woke up and I'm like, wow, that really feels different. I've done things like orthodontics, dentistry, chiropractic, massage, physical therapy. I even had surgery on my jaw, so arthroscopic surgery. So it's been a long road, and that's why I'm excited. Because if I can find something that will actually go to the root of the problem and change that, that's very exciting. And I do know that the adrenals are a huge part of that. So the whole philosophy is very exciting to me, because as a practitioner, that's what I believe in. So.
Plus you can feel it in your field, and with the other laser you really can't. You put it, like if somebody hurt their knee, I would put it directly on the knee, and that's all it would do. Whereas the scalar laser you can use in the field, you can use in the chakras around it, and you can use it right on the knee. So it's a different way of healing.
I work with a lot of energetics and emotional traumas, and it just had a different sense about it when I first picked it up and even turned it on. And for my emotional patients, it's been a completely different practice. They just get so much more results and are just more balanced in life.
That was my deciding point, was how it made me feel personally.
So I love, love, love my laser, and I use it every day.
Absolutely recommend the laser to anybody that wants one. Everybody needs one. Everybody needs a couple of them. They're great.
Now, whether you're concerned about the price, whether you're concerned about, will I have time to use this? These are all legitimate concerns, and I found that no matter what, this is the best investment I ever made. And I always make time to use it because it feels so good. You're gonna find those 20-30 minutes in the end of your day to use it. And this is absolutely worth your time and money more than any other technology out there. And believe me, I have used a lot of technologies now. I started investing in all sorts of devices, and this is the #1 technology if you don't have anything to invest in, because it will change your life and impact you better than anything on the market.